Welcome. I am so excited to talk with you guys again this week because today we are tackling the age-old question, what makes a house a home? To start us off, I wanted to share this quote with you from DuneGiftandHome.com, and they say, quote, "Hominess is difficult to define, but you know it when you see it. A house that feels homey has a certain vibration in the air, one that makes you feel calm as soon as you enter it. It feels lived in, loved, warm, and accessible. It looks well kept and full of character. It reflects the person who is living in it seamlessly, taking on their unique style and fusing it with its own history." There is a TikTok sound going around that says something to the effect of, "I am not into minimalism. I want to feel like a wizard, surrounded by my many treasures that I've collected on all of my adventures." And I totally agree with that sentiment. That definitely echoes the thoughts and feelings that go into how I decorate. So we actually have been chronic renters over the last 12 years of marriage. So this is something that is near and dear to my heart. How do you take, minimal space, or if you move a lot, that kind of thing, and make it feel like home? So I've tried a lot of things and researched and come up with this list of easy things that you can do today to make your house, condo, apartment, shack, wherever you lay your head, feel more homey. First and foremost, a fresh coat of paint and switching out fixtures. Now, this is something I will admit I have not done a lot of. Being a renter, I haven't been allowed to do this much. But if you are a homeowner, instead of or before starting big, huge renovation projects, this is a great, easy place to start in changing the look and mood of a room. Next, do not sleep on secondhand furniture. There is so many great vintage pieces with tons of character, built to last, and cost-effective out there. So don't sleep on it. Next, Dollar Tree, Walmart, Target, they are your friend, especially when it comes to affordable holiday and seasonal decor. That is such a fun, easy way to kind of switch things up and brighten up a space. You can ask my bestie, Lindy. She was our landlord and neighbor at the time of the pandemic. And any holiday I could decorate for, I did. And I say did, but in all honesty, that is not past tense. That is something that I love to do. It's nice to have those things up, again, to get that change, but also to keep at the forefront of your mind something to look forward to. It kind of just helps to make life feel and the space feel a little bit more special. Next, aroma. Aroma is such an easy way to change the mood in a room. And there's so many different ways to do that. Whether it be wax warmers, candles, air fresheners, essential oils, Bob's your uncle. Next, pick pieces that spark joy and fuel memories. Don't get too hung up on what's matchy-matchy or like aesthetically pleasing. For example, there is always kids' artwork hanging up in our house. There is a wax warmer in the shape of Hogwarts. There is an Office Dundee Award donning our mantle. So just, little gifts and things that represent our interests and just have fun memories attached to them that really do not make sense in any other context in the room. But they're great for they help us to feel good, and they also are great icebreakers too when people visit. Next, let in the light, whether that's natural light or layer your light as well. Bring in lamps and candles. Next, hang pics of what's important to you. What do you want daily reminders of? So, for example, if you walk through my living room, there is a painting of Christ. There is a painting of the temple where my husband and I were married. There are tons of family pictures. There is kids' artwork. There's a cross stitch made by my best friend. There is a painting done by my uncle. And it's just such a sweet reminder as you walk through the door of those things that are most important to you. You can have an absolutely crummy day. Come walking into the space and it's full of these things and these reminders that help to lift you and help you to feel grateful. Next, keep it comfy yet functional. I have to put that in parentheses, yet functional, because I know there are many out there just like me that could go overboard with the throw pillows and blankets so easy. So those are definitely a must, but keep it functional, right? Rugs and curtains are another great way to kind of help make the space look comfy. Next, make room for your hobbies. This one I absolutely love because there's this, again, minimalism is such a trendy thing, and you look at these picture perfect homes on like HGTV and on Pinterest, and there's no hobbies in sight, right? There's really no personality to be seen. All that stuff gets tucked away. And realistically, if you walk through a regular home, like it's going to have those things out, right? It's going to be accessible. It's going to be lived in. So for me, when I walk through my house, here's an example. I love music. Music is one of my great joys in life, listening to and performing music. So there is a keyboard out front and center as you walk through the door. There is a record collection. There's also some other interests. We love playing card games and board games as a family. There is a little cabinet dedicated to just that in the living room. I love to read and I love writing, and I just have such a place in my heart for storytelling that we've got a bookshelf full of my favorite books and a little movie collection in our entertainment center. Things like that. Next, plants and flowers. And I absolutely love this one because it has kind of become a thing for me and my kids to do together over the last 3 years. You know, again, being stuck in an apartment, we don't have a yard that I can go plant a garden. So have a lot of potted plants out on our balcony or along our window sills. And it's fun because it's not only is it aesthetically pleasing, but it's also something that we can do together as well, tending these plants. It's such a healing thing to bring a little bit of outside in that greenery. Next, declutter. Now, I know that can always be overwhelming. I am right along with you on that one. I'm not expecting you to go Marie Kondo on everything, even though that's probably good to do. It's probably good to purge every once in a while, but I'm talking have a place for those things that you have in your hands as you walk through the door, because it's so easy to just strip them off. Wherever they land is where they lie, and you just get into comfy mode, right? You just get into relaxation mode. You're home, and you know, it might be a minute or a few days or whatever till you get back around to actually putting those things away, right? So I'm talking your stacks of mail, a place to hang your keys and your coats, a place to put your shoes, that kind of thing. So they're not cluttering up your living space, especially your entryway. I wanted to leave you guys with a couple quotes. The first one is from Jane Austen, and she says, quote, "There's nothing like staying home for real comfort." And then from Marvin J. Ashton, he says, quote, "Home should be an anchor, a port in a storm, a refuge, a happy place in which to dwell, a place where we are loved and where we can love. Home should be where life's greatest lessons are taught and learned." These quotes are the goal. I hope that this list helps to make the home that you want for you and your family possible.